Now look here, alright? We're going to have words. Because quite clearly, at this stage, you ain't listening. We've got some issues in this team. One of them is goal scoring. That is your job. That is why you've been brought in. Oh, I don't like it when the cameras are on. Start performing next episode. Or there's going to be... I'm not going to sell you, because you're probably your best, your only option. I sold all the other strikers. But that is not good enough reason for you to underperform, Jax. Okay? Whatever your name might be. Actually, I'll put it this way. Jax Noel Defoe. If you don't play well in this game, I'll be renaming you to Noel Edmonds. So, take your pick. Hello then, folks. Welcome back. And we don't have to call him Noel Edmonds. I said to you at the very end of yesterday's episode, if he doesn't score in the next couple of games, I'll be changing his name to Noel Edmonds. So what did he do? Well, 2 games that we didn't play on camera, gets 2 goals, 7.18.3. He's a mug. He's an absolute little mug. So it's getting more and more frustrating that he's continuing to do this, to defy me. 2 6.2s last episode against Dortmund and Hamburg. Looking at it again, it's more and more ridiculous. Right then, 2 final games to play today. I did tempt it might be 3, but there's a 4-point gap. Dortmund don't look like they're going to be stopped. They play Hertha today, who are a mid-table side, and they finish off the season against Wolfsburg. So 2 games really I'll expect Dortmund to probably get the best of, at least get a point in. We have to hope that they lose one and maybe draw one while we win both of our games and we can sneak into the Champions League. Good news is, though, we can't not get into the Europa League. Stuttgart will finish in the 5th or 6th position, more likely 5th, and the money for that is fantastic. You finish 5th, £52 million will come into the coffers of the club, which is good when you look at the fact we're actually in debt. So how does this happen, Ben? How do you manage this? I spent 11 million in January, didn't I? So that's why. Despite the fact I sold players, still out of pocket. Unbelievable. Oh, the best bit of news, though, that you'll love this. This is classic sort of unlucky Ben. 6 million in debt. Keep that in mind. Now, before I joined, Stuttgart sold a player called Oliver Peter. You'll notice that after his next game for Schalke, 7.75 million will come to us. So you're thinking, oh, that's going to happen today. That's going to be good. Is it? Because he's injured for the rest of the season. So that's probably won't get that money until the next season after the transfer window. Yeah. Yeah, I'm annoyed about it. That's 8 million we could have had, which we're not going to get now because he's injured. Got injured in that game. One more game. 8 million. No, forget it. So in those last 2 games then, that Defoe got the goals. A 3-1 win over Mönchengladbach, just annoying. 3-1 over Mönchengladbach, 3-0 win over Bremen. If you look at the stats of both games, we dominated that first one. Admittedly, I do try and pick the closer, but better teams to play in videos. And then again, another 3-0 win. I mean, statistically, we've absolutely battered them, haven't we? So that's why I do the things I do, and then you go, well, that's not working. And then I play it, and I go, that is working, and then you don't see it, and it's infuriating. So today then, Köln and Hertha are the 2 games we've got to play. 2 games that we should definitely win. 2 teams that aren't particularly good. And, I mean, let's run you through today's team. So the team for the first game then is Chiminti in goal, Van der Mees, Greco, Englert, Khalifa Kalafa, Verona Mangala in the middle with Schneider ahead. Romanos playing as an attacking winger, something we've trialled and has worked in the last couple of games. Torres on this right hand side, and then we've got Defoe up front. I'm going to stick with this today. If he doesn't get 2 goals today, Noel Edmonds, just 2 goals. I mean, he scores 2 goals for fun, apparently. So 2 goals Defoe, otherwise Noel Edmonds. That's the sort of threat level I'm having to bring in at the moment. If you don't know who Noel Edmonds is, by the way, and you think, why would that be insulting? It's not necessarily insulting. Noel Edmonds does a great job, does it? I'll ask Noel now. Deal or no deal, Noel? He asked that question. He doesn't answer it. First game then. Some other good news is that Dresden have survived. Against the odds, Dynamo Dresden keep their spot in the league. They were going to finish sort of in the bottom half, but they're going to finish okay. 36 points, safe from relegation. I realise now, actually, if we beat Cologne today, they're probably going to be in, at the very least, a playoff. So pressure that. I mean, so they've got everything to play for. You mean? Brilliant. They've got everything to play for. Absolutely marvellous. Right, passionately say we can secure our qualification for the Euro Cup. Does that ever make a team want to play better? I've said it anyway now, so we'll have to wait and see. I have faith in them. They all look relatively happy. I just want some goals. You know what I mean? Oh, this is interesting. What are we seeing here? Oh, we're lining. Oh, it's obviously a big occasion. I didn't realise. Well, you know, Europa Cup qualification is something that we should never be scoffing at. So, yeah, it's good. Okay, we're in this version of 2D. That explains everything. Right, we're in the white kit then, shooting from left to right in this first half, and these are a bit slow, these highlights. For 2 games, don't even think about it. Don't even. It's cleared. I'm getting. We've had this before in series where it does happen like this for like a while, and eventually we get out of it and just get in a groove of winning all the time. But at the moment, we're very indifferent. Romanos brought forward to Defoe. Now, hopefully we just see the best of him, because I'm seeing such a good version of him. I've threatened him with some goals. Romanos with the ball. Torres with the ball. Romanos with the finish. Asterios, Romanos, the Spanish. No, German wonder kid. You see, the move starts with Defoe, fires it out to Torres. Defoe does get nicely into the middle, but Torres' ball to the back post. Romanos is on it, strikes home through the defender, who stumbles a little bit like he's had a drunken night out, and it's 1-0. And straight away, they're coming forward on a counter-attack. Is it a counter-attack or just a move? Might just be a move. As Frey hits it across, they've got a bomb here, who goes forward, strike over the goal, and it remains 1-0. Early stages, highlights at both ends. Again, another chance for Colne, and saved. I mean, this is obviously going to lead to something else. Now, can Mr. Edmonds, or the future Mr. Edmonds, get himself a goal again? Highlight over. I don't know why we've seen that. Useless. Corner ball though. Romanos, ball in, cleared as far as Torres, who can give it back out to Romanos, who can get the ball into the middle as he drives forward. Might have a go at himself from there, and he does do. Well, it's his second of the game. Lovely finish on this right-hand side, cutting inside. Asterios, Romanos, the Spanish. No, he's still German. Always going to be German. You can see a lovely cut inside, takes on a couple of players, and then curls one into that far corner, past the goalkeeper. Lovely finish from Romanos. He's doing a storming game. Torres gave him the ball back, and he went, okay, I'll do that. So 2 assists for Torres, 2 goals for Romanos, and still no goals for Defoe, who's on a 6.7. Why is this? So far, so good, though. A 2-0 lead as Bumhue comes forward. Greco with a great interception, and Torres forward again with it. Oh, he taken on his man like he's not even there. Torres into the box, play back to Schneider, who fires it on goal, and another goal, and 3-0 should surely be that. 25 minutes gone. It's a rout from Stuttgart early in this game, and elsewhere, Dortmund don't seem to be winning their game yet, currently being held. So the Champions League's not over yet, folks. The dream of that has not yet been stemmed. So there we are then, 3-0 Schneider with a great strike, and Torres again, 3rd assist of the game. The man's on fire. They've picked up an injury as well on their side. Everyone's playing well on our team. All the attacking players Oh no, not all the attacking players. Defoe still without a goal. Okay, passionately say I'm very happy with the way things are going. Let's keep it up. It would be a shame to call him Noel Edmonds if we do with these games really well and he just doesn't score, which would be more annoying. But when you've got Torres in form as he is, I mean, we could have a couple more goals in the second half. This is the sort of game where I would never make changes. Not even if an injury happened, I would. But ordinarily, I would never make a change, as Mangala now brings it forward. You've got Defoe on this far left-hand side. Mangala goes for goal. That was ambitious from Mangala. It's never going in from there. Schneider seems the first to be struggling for a little bit of fitness, and Veron's picked up a yellow card as well. Romanos nips in there, forward to Defoe, plays it across to Mangala, and Defoe will go again. He's got the pace to get up with this attack. Mangala, he'll probably shoot, he loves it. Well, he gets tackled instead. I think he was trying to look for the shot, and it didn't ever quite come off. And now Colin have got a chance to come away with this on this right-hand side. You've got to beat Oz Khalifa, and you never beat Oz Khalifa. Gets the ball back, drives forward with it, tackled, and the ball goes forward again. And now all of a sudden we're exposed because our left-back's gone for a run. Ball played into the middle, header in on goal. Why does this always happen to us? Just at the point where I was going to bring Yoshi on for Veron, and now we've got this scenario, which I'm not enjoying at all. I'm tempted to bring Raheem Sterling on, pop him in through the middle for Schneider, who's struggling a little bit. That's the only change we're going to make for now. Get some fresh legs in the centre. But they've scored a goal. We're still in a comfortable lead, I would say, but a little bit nervy now. I don't want to call my regen Noel Edmonds. I thought he'd be better. I thought he'd do better than this, if I'm completely honest. As Colin come forward again, it's blocked, tackled, deflected all over the place. Cimenti with a save, who I should say, I'll show you after the game actually. Cimenti's coming along beautifully. In terms of a goalkeeper in the Bundesliga, he's one of the best. As Romanos breaks forward, Defoe's in the middle. The ball's cut back, but not good enough. And they're going to bring it forward again. This game has been very exciting, very end-to-end. And as a sale of this, Colin go through again. Shot. Oh, no, not a shot. Englert takes him out completely. Well, I don't know if there's going to be a card for Englert. They've got a penalty. I've raved about how well Cimenti's growing. If we don't somehow win this game, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Dortmund look like they're winning their one, which means Schalke might be a team to catch. As Duda with this penalty, he scores it. Do we go defensive here? What do we do? How does this happen to me? Duda with the penalty kick then. Oh, dearie me, it's a good penalty. There's not long to go here. I feel like we should probably go defensive, but I'm going to keep things as are. That was the right choice, it turns out. And that's the end of the game then. 3-2, no goals for Defoe. Oh, no, Noel. I'm going to start calling him Noel, I think, from now on. A nice victory. Well done. I mean, some star performances from Tades and Romanos. And by the way, Chimenti, I mentioned it again, conceded a penalty, but you can see he's growing in every area. Still got a lot of potential to be filled as well. The 23-year-old Italian could be an Italian international at some point, and his eccentricity is none. It's got a Pac-Man-like graph. I love it. A Pac-Man that's falling down a hill, but a Pac-Man-like graph. Okay, on to the final game. I just noticed now, based on goal difference and whatnot, it doesn't look as if we're going to leapfrog Gelsenkirchen, unless it's head-to-head, and I don't know what our head-to-head is with Schalke. I don't think it's that good. Right then, folks, you join me for another game. It's quite evident from my team selection that I'm very, very loyal to this set of players. I don't really play anyone else that much, if we're completely honest. Sterling occasionally, PK when he fits in, but actually this team is, I've decided now at this point, this is my best team. There's no real questions about it. Since Greco comes back from his injury, he's played pretty much every game, next to Engler as well, who are both really good defenders at this point. Van der Mees, Khalifa Khalafa, our defence is really, really strong. Chimenti and God, who I showed you before, is playing really well. The midfield's very, very settled in there. Torres has nailed down that spot on the right-hand side over Sterling, I have to say, and then Romanos on the left. With Defoe coming up front, with Hoffman leaving, of course, this is kind of the team that is going to be... I'm going to have to bring in some very, very good players to oust any of this team going forward. I think positions, we'll talk about it at the end actually, but the positions so far look pretty solid, pretty nailed down. Anyway, let's move on. Next game, Hertha coming up. I don't think we can get into the Champions League. I should check the rule, really. The team remains the same, though. Let's see, then. Can we go up, or is it goal difference? In fact, first things first, what was our results against Gelsenkirchen? We lost 4-1. We lost 1-0 and 4-1. So, that's that. Whatever happens, we've got to win 14-0. Let's get this. And we need them to lose as well. That's a key component of all of this. Right then, the games don't begin. We're looking at this screen. There we go. Hello everyone. I want to end the season right. We can't finish any higher than 5th, and we can't finish any lower than 5th. But I'd like to end the season right, and of course there's still a little bit of pressure on Defoe here to get himself some goals. He's running with it from about the halfway line. Shot on goal, not the greatest. And this is the sort of game, actually, I think, that he scores. Khalifa Khalafa from distance, well, decent free kick. He seems to be on free kicks. He loves them. He scored a couple this season. It has to be said, as the ball goes out towards that side, that's actually quite a good ball. And the ball through's not bad either. And a strike on goal and a shock factor has happened. Their first shot on target, which is always... always makes me feel happy. First shot on target. We've got 4 shots, 3 goals. They've now got 1 shot, 1 goal, which is... I said 4 shots, 3 goals. We've not got a goal. We've got 3 on target, which is not equal to a goal. There's a good strike from that guy there, Kang Hee-seong. Decent strike. Annoying strike. Corner now for them. Ball put in. Torres heads clear. This is a little bit overhanging, so we'll move that in a little bit. If we nip this back here, we could be on for a counter-attack, but they're playing it around really nicely. Okay, this could be the moment now. Torres on this right-hand side. If he can open his legs up a little bit, get it racing forward, plays it into Mangala. Schneider, he's got a few ahead of him. Tackled by Ibrahimovic, and the ball's gone forward to Diaz. Recycled, though. Schneider, back to Van der Mees. Torres, inside, got options in the middle, and chooses to find Mangala. Got options ahead. Ibrahimovic comes out and takes the ball off him, though, and all of a sudden it's a counter-attack once again in favour. Oh, no, it's not. Schneider nips it off him. Defoe to Mangala again, and now the break's really on. Mangala, Veron, ball forward to Schneider again. Schneider with a strike from distance. What a goal from Schneider. Oh my good grief, what a hit. Jonas Schneider with his 7th goal of the season to bring us on level terms. It was back and forth, and that's the end result. Schneider opens his legs up, gets it out of his feet, and bangs it into the back of the net. What a strike from Schneider. Beautiful stuff. Oh my word. Hashtag scenes. Romanos, corner kick straight after the goal. Headed on goal and headed in. Mangala this time. Another midfielder, Oriel Mangala. Well, I'll tell you what, the midfielder that are the positions that, while they're very settled, are the kind of areas you need to strengthen. Schneider's position in particular is an area I might look to strengthen, as well as the right wing. Those are the 2 areas I think need not mass change, but major improvements if we were to become a Champions League team, a top 4 team in Germany. But holy smokes, there's some good strike speed in this episode so far. Ibrahimovic comes forward again with it, plays it to his right hand side. Greco intercepts though, and Schneider brings it away. Suddenly we're in the lead. From being 1-0 down, everything has turned around. Mangala plays it to this right hand side. Torres, he's got Defoe in the middle. When he get a goal, Defoe, he's about 30 yards out, lays it off to Schneider, same position as he scored from earlier. Ibrahimovic comes across, great challenge. The clearance though isn't the best, and Veron gets the chance to bring it forward again. Mangala, Defoe turns his man. Gets tackled though. Torres, Mangala, Schneider, Romanos. Oh, and it's 3. It's what? I mean, it's all kicking off. It's an end of season party. We went 1-0 down, but the turnaround has been emphatic. We're playing it around beautifully. Hang on, what happens to Defoe there? Does he just get tackled? He's in the middle there. What happens to him? I've got to see this. Defoe Keep your eyes on Defoe in the middle. Of course, the goal comes from that far left-hand side, but Defoe, he gets slide tackled. He's on the floor for a very long time. Does he go down again, or was it just confusing to look at to begin with? It was confusing to look at to begin with. Romanos goes through, and he slams it home. The keeper has absolutely no chance. 3-1 Stuttgart. Let me have a break a minute. Okay, final highlight of the first half, and it's a left back coming forward for Hertha. They're playing it around neatly. Ibrahimovic has been at the heart of everything good they've done, giving it away a few times though, which has led to goals. But every time they've gone forward, it always seems to start with him. They're playing it around very nicely. They've got about 5 seconds left of the half. If they can find a goal, it's going to have to be now. Ball put forward, and what a waste of a highlight. And with that then, it's half time. Things have raced forward essentially. We've got a little bit of time to breathe now. Passionately say, very pleased with performance. Keep it going, lads. None of them have reacted, but we're going to continue with that sentiment. Passionately say, keep going. I've got faith. There's more of that where it came from. Defoe, though, still he's just shy. That's all I can assume. He's shy. I don't know what it is, but he's very, very shy. Schneider to Mangala, forward again. He's got Tyler's on that right-hand side. He's been causing all sorts of problems. Back to Schneider, who loves a long-distance shot. He goes for it again. Not quite the same result this time, though. I should say, apart from the goal that Hertha scored, we've dominated this game. 60% possession. Shots we've had far more on target. I mean, we've scored goals that have actually, or shots that have actually gone on target as Torres heads forward. Another shot on target. We're just playing really, really well. We're playing some really nice stuff. 80% pass completion. It's just been good. Half an hour to go, actually. Make that 20 minutes to go. And it looks as if this game, at this stage, is already going to be won. Forsberg comes on for Hertha, by the way. 10 minutes to go. We'll make a quick change. We're going to bring Alberto Selly on up top, which means Defoe's not going to score. And we'll change his name to Noel rather than Noel Edmonds. It's a bit confusing to call him Noel Edmonds. But Noel it is. Josh is going to come on in the centre. And then Geston's going to get a run out at the back. We've only got 7 minutes to go. I'm sure we can't collapse. So I did all of that, by the way. Van der Mees picked up what seemed to be an injury, which is quite infuriating. If Selly scores now, by the way, that's hilarious. As Hertha come forward, shot on goal, wide. 5 minutes to go. This game does look done, doesn't it? Bayern currently lead. I think Bayern may well have won the league already. I'm not sure. 73 points, Leverkusen just behind, and at the bottom there, Köln going down, Braunschweig another one going with them, as time is nearly up here on our first full season with the Bundesliga side. Stuttgart 3, Hertha 1, a great end to the season, a really good first half performance after their goal. We really turned it on. Special goal from Schneider to be noted. Defoe, I don't know what happens to him, it's just, I'm so confused. But there we are then. He seems a very streaky striker, which is a bit of a problem when you're trying to win titles, maybe even get into just the Champions League with this team. But there we are then. That does wrap up the season. 5th place finish for Stuttgart. A goal difference of 16, which is not too bad. 38 goals conceded though, which is really good. Defensively, that is the 4th best in the league, which is really good to see. And that is going to call a close to this season. 50-something million into the bank. That's what we needed. There it is then, 52.6 million for our 5th place finish. And going into next year then, let me know, what would you do with the squad? I'm always happy to hear your feedback. Where would you try and improve what we've got right now? I think the major points of attack, probably a little bit more cover at the back, certainly more cover in central midfield. We haven't really got the right players to come in. Thomas Partey and Gunnar have been, I would dare say, failed experiments. Gunnar I know it's now, hasn't even played a game for me this season on 18 grand a week. Luckily, I got one of them on a shorter contract. They're only on a 2-year deal, so I can maybe move them on to pastures new. But yeah, the Partey experiment, it was really set around playing a defensive midfielder. We then settled on this formation, and he never really got a look in after that. A few other players really need to start performing, but a few other players probably are going to move on. Players like Gimba, Benjamin Kurukrun, he's probably going to go as well. And the decision on Altenberg, what do we do with this guy? 19-year-old. His potential is getting less and less as seasons go on, and he's still yet to score a goal from me. But that is going to wrap up today's episode. If you've enjoyed our season with Stuttgart, please do leave a like. If you're looking forward to the next episode with hopefully a little bit of Ben Sports news, I'll see you again very soon. With love, with care, from Let's Benji, I'll see you again. Goodbye. If you could aim for 1,000 likes, that'd be fantastic. End of the season special, sort of. I mean, some of the goals are special. That'll do. And another quick shout out, thank you to everyone on Patreon who's been supporting. People keep doing it every single day, so I have to feel like I keep saying thank you so much. The support has been immense. If you're interested in that, link in the description down below.